The finest silks from the master weavers of Randalar. Come, feel its softness.
Chocobo
Make a nice
steaks,
gift for your
chocobo
wife.
sausage, all from greens-fed farm birds. None of the old courses you'll find elsewhere. Here, take a bite.
I've got peppers and peas, beans and beets. If it goes in a pot, I've got the lot.
Calmatives, curatives, restoratives,
Look all you like, sir. It's all fresh. Picked this very morning.
Restoratives, unguents, ointments, poultices. Calmatives, curatives, restoratives. Unguents, ointments, poultices. Might I interest you in a potion, milady? Perhaps a soothing salve to ease the aches of the road? I'm sorry. I wish you well, but may the mothers guide you. Calmatives, curatives, restoratives. Unguents, ointments, poultices. Calmatives, curatives, restoratives.
Five years later, jeez.
It's good to see you, Sid. What have we learned?
Yeah, who's Victor? A friend of Sid's and later Clive's, who keeps an ever-attentive vigil on the comings and goings of Dalmatia from his homeland in Costnis. Oh, hang on. Let's see, Costnis? A town located in the rugged northern reaches of the Dalmatian Republic, though it was once a thriving trading post. The coming of the Blight has served to both discourage travelers as well as drive off long-term residents. All that now remain are refugees fleeing from elsewhere, the black marketeers who prey upon them, and barely enough soldiers to keep the peace, or rather, to pretend to when they're not being bribed to look the other way. God damn.
Up in an old courthouse on the edge of town. And I hardly need tell you who is there to make sure they stay that way.
Kupka's private guard.
It's a trap. And not a very good one at that.
Another? What does he hope to gain from this?
I'll have the captives free before nightfall.
You do nothing of the sort. Our comrades didn't give their lives for you to get your throat slit in a god's-forsaken slum.
So those in the courthouse should be left to suffer.
That's not what I said. I simply meant it doesn't have to be you who frees them. Damn it all. You're as stubborn as the old Sid was. Just don't say I didn't warn you. You're Sid now, and if anything happens to him, we're finished.
Please, we don't know anything. You have to believe us. We'd help you if we could.
But you're helping us already.
Forgive him, my lord. He did not mean to offend.
Quiet, you!
No sign of Hugo.
I'll wager he thinks as highly of his minions' traps as we do.
Then this should be easy.
Don't hurt us. I beg of you.
Quiet means quiet, branded scum.
is going to be all right. I'm here to even the odds. Any objections?
It's him.
Oh, that's Sid's line.
He's here.
Wonderful.
Come on. Go. Summon the others. The bearers.
Safe.
Well, straight into it, then, I guess. The power of thunder. Okay, Clive channeled the portion of the icon Ramuh's essence. Tuning with Ramuh not only changes the elemental aspect of Clive's magic spells, but also, I think we know that there, such as Thunderstorm, which rains 11 bolts down on all enemies, knocking them back. Okay, let's see that there. Ramuh's feat. Ramuh's iconic feat, Blind Justice, can be used to launch a barrage of ball lightning at up to 9 targets, determined by locking onto them. The lightning will temporarily remain affixed to a target and can be ignited by striking it. Okay, well, I think we're going to have to try some of this stuff out, aren't we? Let's do this. Wait, so... No, that's cancel. Okay, now what? Like, shoot! Did it work?
This one. Get him.
Hang on, let's just try that one more time. Oh, I see. Okay, so click on it.
Outlaws in here! Bring me his head!
How many are there?
Titan sends his regards.
Okay, we've got a few, let's go.
Get him! Get him! This one! Attack! Get him! This one! Over here! This one!
Okay, very good.
Enough of this! Let him play with the kitten!
With the kitten?
They brought a pet.
And that is the most on-the-juice kitten I've ever seen.
You'll pay for what you've done, Sid.
Those things are fast.
We'll have to be faster. This one.
Damn it, come on.
You're a fine hound.
Come on, kitty. Here we go. Let's go limit break on this guy, as I have no love for Republican War Panthers.
Too slow.
Okay, here we go. There it is, Republican War Panther slain.
To hell with this!
They'll tell Hugo.
Let them. There's been more than enough bloodshed for one day.
Murderer. All of our friends are dead because of you. Do you hear me? They used us as bait. Bait to lure you out of your stinking hole, all because you couldn't just let things be.
What are you even doing here? We never asked to be saved. Did you think we'd thank you? They'll never forgive us. We're all marked now.
For 5 years we fought to secure a better life for our kind. To see that we are treated as equals. Do you not want that?
What we want is to be left alone. Every time you show your faces, it is we who suffer.
It's all right. I'm sorry.
Just leave us be. This is our home, and this is where we'll stay.
Sid told us this wouldn't be easy. They'll come round.
If you say so.
We should go.
So Clive is the new Sid. And is the hideaway still the hideaway? Amongst the unfading remnants of ambitions long forgotten, do Clive and his companions forge a path to a better tomorrow? Alright, well let's see. Let's see what's happened in the past 5 years. Bunamere. Hang on, we've got to see this one. Bunamere, a lake in the blighted lands of the southern edge of the former Grand Duchy of Rosaria, named for the dragon that some tales say created the basin when it fell from the sky. Fallen airships dot its expanse waters like forgotten cenotaphs, leading some to liken it to a graveyard. Its remote location, far from any trade route and deep inside the Deadlands, made it an obvious choice for Clive when faced with rebuilding Sid's legacy. Okay. And Storm? What's this? The westerly of Valisthea's two great continents, with its frozen northern reaches, its temperature, marshy midlands, and the searing heat of the south, it boasts a breadth of climes and cultures not seen anywhere else in the known realms.
That night 5 years ago, we destroyed what for many was a symbol of hope. For a reason they'll never know. We cannot blame them for thinking us the cause of their misery. Though it's to give them a better tomorrow, they see only that we've made their lives harder today. Yet the boil must be lanced if it is to heal.
I can't help but wonder if we've made the right choice.
When Sid said that he wanted to create a world where we were free to choose our own path, I honestly don't think it mattered to him if that choice was right or wrong. Only that it was our own.
I miss him.
A world where we can live and die as equals. That's what he wanted. What we want. And that's why I bear his name. It's why we've all chosen to bear his legacy. And I'm not going to let anything stand in our way.
I've just noticed Clive's gotten rid of the brand
over,
mark.
lovebirds. Home sweet home.
Oh yeah, that's clearly a former airship. Look at that. Home sweet home. So this is our new hideaway, huh?
Otto was asking after you. Let's go and see him.
Never a dull moment.
Obelisk. Obelisk the boatman.
Welcome back, Sid.
Finish with that log so we can call it a morning.
So I wonder, like, do they call him Sid? Is that like a title? Or do they... Like, how many of them actually know that this is not the real
Otto will want to know
Sid?
what happened in Cosmos. I expect he'll be in the mess.
And I suppose as a new base location, this is pretty good. Like, you need a fleet to actually get to these guys. And that would entail knowing that they were here in the first place.
Staying long this time?
Let's... Oh, you know what we're gonna do. Shopping. Hello. It's been a while. Okay, so this is the Arete Stone. Yeah, we're not doing any of that right now. Just unlocking stuff. And what have we here? Karen! Karen made it out!
Is it business or pleasure?
Oh, ask about the hideaway.
We won't hear me complaining.
It's even roomier than the old one was. Got my own stores, my own little counter. And thanks to you lot fighting the good fight, plenty of demand for my wares.
The only drawback...
It's the constant bloody racket. If it's not Dories and Otto barking their orders, it's Blackthorn and Bardolph banging away day and night. Still, if a pain in the ear holds a price I have to pay to be Sid the Outlaw's partner in crime, I'd say I've got myself a bargain. Ah, well done. What about the past 5 years? Has it really been 5 years since we left the old place? How time flies.
I remember it like it was yesterday.
We were all waiting to treat Sid to a hero's welcome when Cupcut's lot turned up. Not that we knew it was them. They just poured in like it was the plague of rats, cutting down anyone and anything that stood in their way. Blood and bodies everywhere there was, and a voice crying out for Cid to save us in the midst of it all. I'll never forget those cries, try as I might.
You're our leader now, Clive.
Promise me you won't let anything like that happen again. Promise me that, come what may, Cid will save us. Oh man, you bet, Karen, you bet.
Weighing you down.
I see that attitude still hasn't improved your wares. Look at this stuff here. Like, how many swords ago was the guy's sword? Come on. But we've got new stuff here. So, Channelers Whisperers automatically charges magic spells and maintains the charge until cast. Crimson Tassels increases limit break generation amount by 3%. Cobalt Tassels increases limit break generate by 6% when taking damage. Interesting. Potions, we've got elixirs now, look at that. Okay, 10,000, of course. Elixirs, of course. Like I think they're like the best single-use item in a Final Fantasy.
Have we any more knuckle pies?
That's Jukebox.
Oh, sadly not.
But yeah, like, we're not at the point where we are ready to spend 10 grand on a healing item.
Okay, yeah.
Maybe for the optional boss, if there's an optional boss.
So, will it be?
Okay, let us look at this. So, new stuff for sure. Let's compare. It's 1 of 5, so this is the Levin Bolt. I mean, it's definitely more powerful, but it doesn't look that cool, just from looking at it. Let's see about reinforcing. And why can we only seem to reinforce the bastard sword and those kind of stuff? Like, why can't we reinforce the good new stuff that we've got? Ugh, like it really wants us to get this, doesn't it? So how much is it? It's gonna cost a Flame Tongue, Lightning Shot, and a Meteorite. The Flame Tongue was alright. I'll go on.
Not bad, if I do say so myself. That it? Fine.
I mean, it looks interesting.
If you told me to fire a forge without a crystal or a bearer before I came here, I would have taken you for a madman. But no, here it is.
The secret's in the bellows, you know.
They're Master Sid's own design. The other Master Sid.
We know what you mean, sir. We know what you mean. So yeah, so with the
swept, it's over to the
us trying to get rid of the crystals, we will no doubt be promoting a kind of industrialization of all of the magics, well, of all of the technology in this world. So no longer using magic as a crutch, crystals and all that jazz. We've got to discover stuff now, the old-fashioned way. This is Wall of Memories. The Oath. Oh, I remember that. Created the day Clive pledged his allegiance to Cid. This crystal shard transfixed with twin daggers is a powerful reminder of a promise made, a friendship forged, and a legacy inherited. Oh, it's wonderful. And that's all we've got. Okay, well, I'm sure we'll get some more stuff. Let's take a look in here. Hello. Goblin coin? Wait, how are we getting over there? Oh, back the other way, isn't it? Okay. That is okay. So around here. So, since it's been like 5 years, are they saying that absolutely nothing has happened between Jill and Clive? because I find that hard to believe. I detected some chemistry there.
Ah, there you are, Clive. Word of your adventures arrived this morning. Victor sent his thanks.
I doubt Kupka will miss the fools he sent to catch me. Not a single one of the bearers we saved showed any interest in coming with us. No one seems keen to join hands with an outlaw. Any news while we were away?
None worth mentioning. Gav's still off keeping an eye on the Republican army. Should be back any day now.
Understood. If anyone needs me, I'll be in the map room.
Still can't work that one out. There must be better places than the hull of a gutted airship to bury your nose in a book.
Yet this is where she's chosen to be. And I'm sure she has her reasons.
Who could that be? Vivian? Hang on. Let's talk to Nectar. You're wondering what this new board is behind me, aren't you? All in good time, my fearless friend. All in good time. Okay. He's basically saying progress with the main plot first. Vivian?
I trust I'm not intruding.
Back from your mission? I'm beginning to think your habit of surviving cannot be attributed to luck alone.
One might say the same of you, Vivian Ninetails.
I'll have you know that only 4 attempts have been made on my life, and none was especially memorable. So, to what do I owe the honor? Could it be that you've come for one of my lessons?
Is that so hard to believe?
Very well then. Shall we start with the state of the realm? To absolutely no one's surprise, she finds herself at the mercy of armies and outlaws. Well, mostly armies. Though that's not for want of trying, is it, Clive? But the real question is, how did we get here?
Okay, we're gonna get a history lesson now?
Long though Sambrek's dominion over northeastern Storm has endured, recent days have seen the Blight wrest ever more land from her grasp. For which reason she has continued to wage war on her rival across the strait, hoping to claim less blackened pastures. But Odin would sooner pawn his sword than Waloed relinquish Ash. And the Empire pays dearly for every blade of grass bent beneath Sambrequois boots. Little wonder then that Sylvester set his sights on the crystalline dominion, an altogether easier target, possessed of no less ether. It was 5 years ago, while you were busying yourself with the destruction of Drake's head, that the Empire made its move, subjugating its theretofore neutral neighbor. A nation which could legitimately claim to be the center of the world. Certainly, there is no better place to stage an army. From there, the Holy Empire's reach spans the Twins. The non-aggression treaty was the only thing keeping them in check. But if they truly broke the pact without provocation, it is only a matter of time before others reply in kind. The Holy Empire, the Dhalmekian Republic, the Kingdom of Waloed, and of course, our friends in Yaran. Who will be left standing, I wonder, when the last drop of blood is spilled?
You were born in Twinside. Do you not fear for your home?
Oh, dark clouds are wont to gather over the Dominion. Yet in spite of it all, she has ever endured. And when the storm has passed, I am confident she will remain. Now, as to the matter of payment for today's lesson, complete a simple errand for me and we shall consider ourselves even.
Even? Right.
Return this volume to old tomes in the shelves. Tell him it was, adequate.
I suppose it wouldn't hurt to visit our resident historian.
Oh man, I'm glad old Tomes got out of the destruction of the former hideout. That is wonderful news to hear. Because, you know, we were learning a fair bit of stuff there. And I wouldn't have liked for him to have gotten caught in the crossfire. Even though I have no idea how he would have gotten out. I mean, there's no way he could have outrun, like, any soldier there at the time. Only realistic way is that he wasn't there at the time. Mithril, a mineral most mighty. Mithril is a mineral of both passing hardness and luster, and it is these two qualities for which it is valued by the weapon and armorsmiths of the realm. However, there is a third quality of mithril that sets it apart from steel or shell, its durance. While even the finest steel may be melted by dragon's fire, become brittle in frigid climes, or turn to rust if not regularly and rightly oiled, mithril is, once made, eternally unchanging. In this volume I will explain how one might go about making, shaping, and employing mithril in one's work. Okay, that's cool. Hey, little buddy.
Old Tome said the hideaway is built inside an airship. Said it was called the Invincible.
Oh, the Invincible. Okay, interesting. That's I think that does that go back to that certainly goes back to a pre-7 Final Fantasy, but the most recent one that I can think of is Final Fantasy IX. It's the airship that you get there.
Lawsman Harpocrates.
Now that is a name I have not heard for a long time. So long, in fact, I had half forgotten it was mine. Welcome home, Clive. You were missed, as always.
I believe this belongs to you. Vivian asked me to return it.
On gods and men.
Ready? Our resident scholar devours books faster than young Tet does lemon tarts. Would that I could do the same. But alas, I no longer possess the necessary constitution for such indulgence, either in words or tarts. That said, I have continued my search for mention of the creature you encountered at Drake's Head. But without access to the great libraries of Oriflamme or the Dominion, I regret that I have been able to find little and less. I am sorry.
Please, don't apologize. I'll send word to our associates. See if they can't furnish you with more books.
I fear it is not more books that I require, but the right ones. Mayhap we look in the wrong places. There are still libraries to the north.
I'll see what I can do.
You are too kind. There are not many in this world who would indulge the whims of a tired old historian.
Not too tired to go filching Kupo nuts, though. Always got a pocket for him. Nicks him off the Moogle.
Hush now. We all know there's no such thing as Moogles.
What?
The twins seem well.
Aye. Yet they laugh far too little for one so young. The loss of their parents weighs heavy on them, however well they hide it. Titan took much from us that night, from some more than others, and the wounds that remain, they are not quick to heal.
Which is why we must give them all the time they need.
That we must. Just as I must give you the time you need to recuperate. Good day, Clive.
Good day.
That's actually a good
I'll
point.
be back soon.
Like, they were kids.
I should get some rest while I can.
We didn't have kids in the old hideout, did we? So this is, yeah, like, quite different, isn't it now? What does this mean?
Not back a blink and you're already off solving everyone's problems. It looks good, Clive. Goes well with the scowl.
I'd had that brand for so long. I'd forgotten what life was like without it. What it was like to be myself. And it's all thanks to you, Talia.
The scalpel did most of the work. Ah, before I forget, a rider was here with a letter from Gav. Otto left it on your desk.
Not a Stolas. All right, I'll have a look.
And then you get some rest.
could Gav have thought worthy of a letter?
Well, surely let's find out.
I hear a new shipment's just arrived.
Let us find out. The reading table. Reports, letters, and other important missives addressed to Clive are delivered to the reading table in his chambers. New messages are always arriving, so make it a point to check the reading desk upon returning to the hideaway. Okay, the Republic's play. The Republican army marches on the Empire at Twinside, and the men of the Rock have been summoned to the front. Something big is brewing. I reckon I'll see you're done to wear upon my return, Gav. Oh man, he lost that eye, didn't he? God damn it, how bad is that?
What does Gav have to say?
The Republican army is on the march, leaving Randalar in Hugo Kuka's charge. With him and his men occupied with the defense of the capital, they're less likely to trouble us.
Good news, then.
It's more than that. This is our chance, the one we've been waiting for.
But look how far we've come. All that we have here, our friends, the hideaway, are they not cause for joy?
5 years. 5 long years. If I could only command this power I've been granted, we might have achieved so much more. But each time I reach for it, it's like something is holding me back.
Summoning an Eikon exacts a price not easily paid. Your body knows this only too well. It's merely trying to save you from yourself.
And every burden I cannot bear falls to you.
This mission of ours has made me question everything I thought I knew. But one thing has become abundantly clear. The crystals take more than they give. In exchange for momentary comfort, we must endure a lifetime of pain, war after war, loss upon loss. And now they rob us of our very homes, leaving naught but dust and ash. But you're trying to change that. We're trying to change that. And to me, that's no burden.
I know, but...
Try not to forget. We're only here because Joshua gave us a second chance. It would be a pity to waste such a precious gift.
He did. He was there. It wasn't an illusion. I heard him call out to Ultima. If Joshua is still alive, he'll be looking for that thing.
Do you think he will ever come back?
I know he will. And we must be ready when he does.
There's got to be a reason he hasn't come back yet, right?
To a world without Mothercrystals. To Sid.
Okay. In the Northern Territories, here we go.
And so the North is lost.
I knew that the Blight spread ever more swiftly, Your Grace. But this is far, far worse than any could have imagined.
It is only a matter of time before the twins are no more. The world marches ever closer to its end, and here we chase shadows. Tell me, brother, are our efforts in vain?
Master Clive, a moment, if you... my apologies, I didn't mean to... intrude.
Not at all. We were just discussing strategy.
Speak freely, Otto.
It's Martha, from the inn. She's gone missing. Anyway, I'll be in the mess when you've finished.
Very well.
Okay, the Gathering Storm.
What would make Martha leave the rest?
That is a good question, which we will ask and hopefully answer next episode. But that's all for now, guys. Thank you very much for watching, and I'll see you guys next time.